wanna go write a million songs if that's the way to be. I'll write a classic to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me tonight, 'cause that'll be the life. I'm gonna go write a million songs if that's the way to be. I'll write a classic to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me tonight, 'cause that'll be the life. 'Cause that'll be the life. 'Cause that'll be the life.
Hello again and welcome to episode 32 of Main Street Martin, the fourth part of our Enchanted Princess Mediterranean cruise for June 2023. In the last episode we moved from Turkey back to Greece and the island of Mykonos. In this episode we arrive into the port of Piraeus in the Greek capital Athens before sailing on to the beautiful island of Santorini. Now don't forget that you can still check out all of the previous episodes, including our 2022 cruise on the Regal Princess, right here on this channel. And if you enjoy any of the videos here, please make sure you click on the like button, ring the notification bell to be informed of any future videos, and make sure you subscribe. So Piraeus is the port city for Athens and has been the capital's port of entry for more than 2 millennia. We've been to Athens a number of times and visited most of the tourist attractions and museums, including the historic Acropolis and the Parthenon, one of the greatest monuments of ancient civilization, and we've also been to the old Olympic Stadium, built to host the Games in 1896. You can see that video right here on the channel and I'll post the link on the screen now. We've also enjoyed wandering around the city and in particular the Plaka area, the city's historic shopping district. So for this cruise, we decided to get off in Piraeus and explore the area around the port instead. Away from the commercial harbour, this is the marina. Stunning views. Just a short walk from the archaeological museum. It's steeped in history, having been inhabited since at least the 26th century BC. There are a number of archaeological sites in Piraeus, including parts of the ancient Themistoclean. Excavations in Passalimani revealed an ancient structure where ship rigging equipment was stored, designed by architect Philon. Ruins of the ancient city at the basement of the Cathedral of Agia Triada and the ancient theatre of Zia next to the archaeological museum can also be seen today. This area is also home to several museums. This is the Archaeological Museum of Piraeus, which has a fabulous display of objects from classical antiquity, all found in the area around the port and the greater coastal zone, typical of the history and the culture of this ancient city. The city also houses the Hellenic Maritime Museum with exhibits relating to the nautical tradition of Greece. There's also the Merchant Shipping History Institute exhibition, the Panos Aravantinos Decor Museum and the Museum of Electric Railways hosted in the Piraeus station. The Municipal Art Gallery and the Municipal Library, one of the largest in Greece, are also well worth a visit and very popular with tourists and locals alike. We concentrated though on the Archaeological Museum and had a fabulous time there, as well as exploring the area away from the non-commercial port, taking in the sights and sounds and stopping off at a couple of tavernas and cafes along the way. If you do decide to explore the ancient city of Athens itself, it's worth remembering that it's about a 5-mile journey from the port. Of course, there are lots of excursions offered by Princess and other cruise companies, but there are other means of getting into the city, whether that be public transport or one of the many taxis available by the port. The next day we arrived in Santorini, where some argue the catastrophic volcanic eruption that ravaged the island around 1600 BC could have destroyed Crete's ancient Minoan civilization and given birth to the myth of Atlantis. In 1967, archaeologists on Santorini unearthed the remains of a Bronze Age city that may have been home to as many as 30,000 people. Now, whether the lost continent of Atlantis is rooted in myth or reality, an undisputed fact remains. The eruption created a caldera and one of the most dramatic land and seascapes in the entire Mediterranean. Here on Santorini, whitewashed buildings cling to the cliffsides above a turquoise sea. Part of the Cyclades archipelago, the three-island group of Santorini, Thracia and the uninhabited Aspronisi present the traveller with unforgettable views. This beautiful island has actually had a number of different names throughout history, from Strong Isle or Round to Thera in honour of an ancient hero. Santorini is more recent and stems from the island church dedicated to Saint Irene, or Santorini to foreign sailors. Thera is the capital of the island. It's a city of whitewashed houses built on the edge of that 1,300-foot high caldera on the western edge of what is a semicircular island and overlooking the tiny port. This can be reached by a cable car, where you may encounter queues at busy times of the year, or a zigzag path on foot or by donkey. When you do reach the top, the two main museums of interest here are the Archaeological Museum of Thera, near to the cable car entrance, and the Museum of Prehistoric Thera at the southeast corner of the White Orthodox Cathedral of Epipanti, built on the site of an earlier church destroyed in the 1956 earthquake. The town also hosts a number of churches, including the cathedral and the Three Bells of Thera.
do that?
Well, let me, this is what I do.
Yeah, our husbands are right
Yeah,
down
if you want,
there.
I'm going to be here, you can just say the card, there's the number, you can text WhatsApp or...
Oh, you can text on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I don't have WhatsApp. I don't have,
The central square has a bus and taxi station, banks and pharmacies. The views from Fira are absolutely stunning. You have a panoramic view of an 11-mile basin caused by that volcanic eruption, and you can also see the volcanic island near Kamini, amongst other things. Once again, there are lots of excursions available, ranging from visits to Oya and Fira to the ancient Akrotiri, various beaches and even a hike to the volcano. But we chose to explore on our own, taking the cable car up from the port and at the end of the day walking back down. Now don't forget to join me next time when, following a day at sea, we visited one of the highlights of this trip, Kotor in Montenegro, before sailing back to Italy and the island of Sicily. In the meantime, take a look at the other videos on the channel featuring the rest of this Mediterranean cruise and our 2022 cruise on the Regal Princess, plus eco parks and theme parks in Mexico, the United States and Europe. You'll also find city breaks in the UK and Europe, as well as short breaks providing top tips, hints and ideas. And if you enjoy any of the videos here, you can really help the channel by clicking on the like button, ringing the notification bell and subscribing. And remember, there's much more to come in the next part of our 14-day Mediterranean cruise on the Enchanted Princess. So make sure you join me next time for episode 33 of Main Street Martin.
I'm gonna go write a million songs if that's the way to be. Hour in class to beat them all and go down in history. I'll be the one to reach the stars, but only if you're with me tonight.